It's estimated that a third of the population in the UK are collectors, and in North America and Europe, for collectors tend to be thickest in the developed world for obvious reasons. Hard to find money to buy a penny black if your daily struggle is to afford a penny loaf. That means that some 20 million people in the UK must be collectors of some sort. The popularity of the Antiques Roadshow, of eBay or car boot sales does suggest that there are millions of us. This apparent contradiction, that there are millions of other collectors, we are in fact not alone, yet people seem not to be interested in my stuff, can be seen as a challenge. Obsessive collectors do tend to be interested mostly in what they themselves collect. In fact, they have to be single-minded to carry on. But surely the majority of people tuning into Antiques Roadshow are willing to be interested in anything that is, interesting, however you define it. I know I am. I honestly do love other people's collections almost as much as my own, regardless of the subject, amount, or value. Collecting used to be the preserve of the rich and powerful, of emperors and popes, kings and lordlings, who acquired gold and silver, precious objects, statues and ornaments, paintings and pottery, holy relics, or what are often referred to simply as antiquities, often by stealing, then putting them on display to show how rich and powerful they were. By around the 17th century, well-off gentlemen had started to arrange their more modest collections in their own homes, creating what they called a cabinet of curiosities. Natural history collections became very popular amongst ordinary folks as well as scientists and geologists, with people collecting fossils, shells, birds' eggs, plants, insects. In the 19th century, with the urban wealth created by the Industrial Revolution, large-scale exhibitions were mounted, such as the Great Exhibition of 1851, which inspired collectors big and small, and was followed by the creation of many of our famous provincial museums in major metropolitan centres, such as Liverpool in 1851, Nottingham in 1878. In London, the British Museum was established in 1753, the National Gallery in 1824, and the V&A in 1852. We now appear to be in something of a postmodern period. Collecting has become open, democratic, eclectic. You don't have to follow what has gone before. You can create your own unique collection. Or what you think is unique, but it usually turns out that someone somewhere has thought of the same thing, whether it's airline sick bags, mobile phones, or baked beans, which you thought were really off-the-wall mad ideas, till you find there's already an airline sick bag society and a mobile phone group, each with their own meetings, magazines, committees, and rows. For once collectors gather together, clashes appear. Take baked beans, for example. I like to think that on my journey I am going to visit the world's first collector of baked beans, with his very own museum. But I know the moment I have written that sentence, which I just have, see it burning bright in 10-point galliard, that someone will be jumping and saying, I was first, I was miles ahead, baked beans, that was my idea, come and visit me instead. There are no rules anymore. You can collect anything you like and, if you're daft enough, open your own museum to celebrate your own individual passion. And this is what is happening more and more often in Britain today. Our big national and municipal museums and galleries are world-famous, brilliant, amazing, awesome. How can any individual mortal compete? Yet, all the time, ordinary people are having a go in their own ordinary, eccentric, modest ways. And this is one of the reasons why I still find myself thinking, despite myself, that if they can do it, why can't I? Why keep all my collections to myself? I collected, as a child, the usual things: stamps, marbles, comics, cigarette packets, swapping and scavenging, rather than actually paying money, though relations might buy me a packet of assorted stamps and a cheap album from